can't do it with Zoom,
All right, we're on record.
but you know.
Good evening and welcome to the special meeting of the Township of Parsippany-Troy Hills Board of Adjustment. It is Wednesday, April 22nd, 2026, and it is 7 p.m. Announcement is made that adequate notice of this meeting has been given and that it is being conducted in accordance with NJSA 10:4-6 at sec of the New Jersey Open Public Meetings Act. Roll call. Mr. Jaskowitz.
Here.
Mr. Modi.
Here.
Ms. Neglia.
Here.
Mr. Reddy.
Present.
Chairwoman Grignani.
Present.
We also have our board planner, Mr. Chadwick.
Present.
Our board engineer, Mr. Lemanowitz.
Here.
And our board attorney, Mr. Johnson.
Present.
Would you please stand and join the board in the Pledge of Allegiance, please? I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Is there anyone in the public that would like to speak on something other than what is on our agenda this evening? I see none. Resolutions?
We'll do resolutions, during the
Afterwards?
regular meeting.
Okay. Agenda, our application 2581, Pentagon Services LLC, 354 Kingston Road, Block 211, Lots 15, a minor site plan with CD variance for commercial use, overnight parking, curb island, and 6-foot solid fence in the front yard setback. This application was carried from March 18, 2026. Welcome.
Thank you. Lisa Lamello from Murphy, Schiller, Wilkes here on behalf of the applicant. This evening, I'm covering for Ms. Gondardi of A.Y. Strauss. This evening.
Good evening.
Mr. Anthony Marucci is here to testify on behalf of the application, both for engineering and planning purposes.
Yes. Nora, would you please note that
Mr. Parsippany is here for
Parsippany here, Mahesh is here. Thank you. Excuse me.
Mr. Marucci will testify both as our engineer and as our planner. As the board indicated, this is a commercial use in a residential zone. The building is already used for commercial uses. Previously, it was a computer store, office. Prior to that, it was a limousine company. Out of there, it's on Kingston Road, which generally has a mix of commercial and residential. The board is, probably familiar with the site. It was a little less than 2 years ago that the computer store was approved at that site. In terms of what is being requested, Mr. Marucci will discuss the fencing. I think the fence that is proposed is there for security, and he will show the exact location as to whether that fence is in the front yard or side yard, but certainly a D1 use variance is required for the use as it is not permitted in the zone. I will call Mr. Marucci as our first witness.
You can have a seat. Mr. Marucci, come on. Can you raise your right hand, please? Do you swear or affirm that the testimony that you're about to give should be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Please state your names and spell your last name, please.
Marucci, M-A-R-U-C-C-I.
Not that right.
You can have a seat. Just make sure you use the microphone.
I will.
Mr. Marucci, can you tell the board the your background, educational background, and
Sure, I'll try to be brief. I received my bachelor's degree in civil engineering in 1973 from Newark College of Engineering, which obviously is New Jersey Institute of Technology. For 28 years, from 1973 to the year 2001, I served in municipal government. I've been before this board before, but not in recent years. I served in municipal government, starting out as the assistant engineer for the city of Orange for 11 years. 2 years for the village of South Orange. I went back to the city of Orange to be city engineer for 2 years. The last 13 years, I was township engineer for the township of Bloomfield. I received my professional engineer's license in 1978, my planner's license in 1979, and my land surveyor's license in 1981. In the year 2001, I decided to start my own firm, and this is my 25th year. We do work for both public and private sector clients. I serve as the, excuse me, I serve as the zoning officer for the Township of Bloomfield up until today. I'm also the planning board and zoning board engineer for the Township of Bloomfield.
You're qualified.
Thank you, sir.
and qualified for engineering and planning.
Correct.
Thank you.
Mr. Marucci, you prepared the site plan
Yes.
associated with the project?
I had them put it up on the
Yeah.
board.
And these
John,
are,
just the light,
Yeah.
light.
That's the plan that we prepared.
And that's in the package. It's in the
just for the
package.
record, ready, or? is it-
Yes, yes. If I may, the subject property is 354 Kingston Road, it's block 211, lot 15, and it's located in the R4 residential zone. There is a one-story office building with accessory parking on the property, and it's been in this fashion for, I'll say, the last 40 years. The zoning board approved a D1 use variance for a computer programming business on June 5th, 2024, which was memorialized on June 20th, 2024. This prior approval also confirmed the pre-existing non-conforming conditions on the subject property. Prior to that, the zoning board approved a limousine business by resolution dated May 13th, 1987. That's why I said the site has been used as an office business use for approximately 40 years. The proposed use is a construction company, office. And I know when you hear the word construction company, people think dump trucks, construction equipment. It is not like that at all. It's an office for a construction company. And basically, the use of the office is for the estimators that estimate jobs, and it's all paperwork. The only vehicles that will be parked on the site are vans and pickup trucks. I will explain the operation. They're not contractors that do excavation, things like that. They do interior renovations. And that's why they only use vans and pickup trucks. And a lot of their work, the applicant is here, but he explained this all to me. The majority of their work is in the city, where they just do interior remodeling and renovations. Again, it's a construction company, but basically it's an office. And the reason for the overnight parking is so that they can leave some of their vans when they're not being used on site to be left on the property. With respect to improvements, I know in the application it says we're asking for a front yard fence. That is not correct. The existing fence on the left side goes all the way to the front yard. That's being removed. We're replacing, or we're adding a 6-foot high fence from the front of the building all the way around the back of the property, which is permitted, even in a residential zone, whether it's in the side yard or rear yard. There will be no fence in the front yard. The only other renovation that we're doing is, in order for security and privacy, we're creating the small curved island so that we can take the fence and slide it for security purposes. So that's and by creating this curved island, we have to adjust the parking spaces. That's why there's a little bit of an adjustment in the curb in the rear of the property. But that's really the extent of any exterior improvements. One thing that I did make an error, I showed the existing sign encroaching into the right-of-way. 2 years ago, when the application was approved, that sign was moved back, and I failed to show that on my site plan. The freestanding sign is relocated approximately 7 feet back from the right-of-way line, which is what the board approved back in 2024. And the only change with the sign will be the logo for the new applicant, hopefully if the application is approved this evening. So that'll be the only change to the sign. When I reviewed the reports of the planner and the board engineer, there was a concern about impervious coverage, which again is all existing. But in my discussion with the applicant, I explained to him that the second driveway on the left side is not needed. It's not necessary. So as part of the approval, my recommendation is to remove the second driveway and therefore reduce the impervious coverage. By doing that, I can reduce the impervious coverage by 3.2%. In the existing condition, the coverage is 73.9%, and I bring that down to 70.7%. And the area, once the driveway is removed, that area will be restored to lawn and with foundation plantings in the front, and again, for aesthetic improvement. That's the engineering part. With respect to the planning part, I had issued a memorandum back in, when this application first began, back in November 17th, 2025. And basically, in my planning memorandum, we do need a D1 use variance for the proposed use and for the overnight parking. This is a pre-existing non-conforming, the pre-existing non-conforming conditions were confirmed in the 2024 zoning board approval. So this application proposes no change to those existing non-conforming conditions, except for the fact that we are reducing the impervious coverage. Special reasons exist where this project carries out one or more purposes of municipal land use law, and we also have to satisfy the enhanced quality of proof that this application is consistent with the master plan and the zoning ordinance. Again, as I stated in the beginning, this property has been used for commercial purposes for about 40 years now. So there is rationale for particular suitability. In addition to that, there are other properties in the area that are commercial use. I listed those in my report. 171 Kingston, 180 Kingston, 211 Kingston, 215 Kingston, 244, and 374 are all commercial uses in this area. With respect to the positive criteria, in my opinion, I believe that that several purposes of municipal land use law are promoted. Purpose A, to promote the public safety, health, safety, morals, and general welfare. Again, the property is particularly suited, based on prior commercial use. The perimeter fence will provide security and safety. Purpose C, to provide adequate light area and open space. We're not making any exterior improvements except for the fence. Purpose I, to promote a desirable visual environment. We're removing the front driveway and landscaping that. And again, the perimeter fence to provide a buffer to adjacent properties. So I believe those are the purposes of the municipal land use order promoted. Also, with respect to the negative criteria, I believe that this application poses no substantial detriment to the public good. The subject property has been historically used for commercial purposes, and the perimeter fence will provide security and safety and buffering, as outlined in the goals and policies of the 2020 master plan. This application also poses no substantial impairment to the zone plan and zoning ordinance. The proposed use is very similar and compatible to the prior commercial uses approved by the board. If I go back to the limousine use that was there before, I have photographs that show that they had party buses there, which are much larger than the vans that are going to be stored on this site. And I'd like to just, I have photographs. Lisa, if you wouldn't mind, that's the,
So we'll mark these as Exhibit A1.
that's the van. They're all the same. That's the van that
Yeah.
that would be stored on the
Just put today's
site.
date on it.
I have copies for the board, but I'll mark the one A1.
Can you put a date also, right?
Yeah.
Date.
Yeah, if you could mark it, put the date on it, and just,
Yeah,
and give the marked one to the second.
Oh, hand it
Mr.
out.
Lake.
So that's the marked exhibit.
We'll hand it out.
And if I may, I have photographs, a photograph of the use, the limo use that was there before. And you can see the party bus that was parked in the rear of the property.
And which we marked as Exhibit A2, dated 4/22/26. Marked copy, retaining copies.
So, if I may, so with respect to planning, I think that I have given you both the positive and negative criteria. If the board would allow me, I'd like to just go into your professionals' reports also, your planner's report and also your engineer's report.
Mr. Murphy, when you, I know you're gonna get to this in the report too, but, there was one comment about whether there's adequate site lighting.
Well, that, I was gonna get to that it's in Mr. Chadwick's memorandum to the board, that goes back to January 9th.
This is the one that's gonna be.
Mr. Chadwick had recommended limitation of commercial vehicles to
Yeah.
vans and pickup trucks, in which we agreed to that. And, with respect to signage, I think I already, testified that the sign has already been moved and that the sign will only be changed.
If the board
logo will be
approves it,
changed.
you'll submit revised
Sorry?
plan. If the board approves the application, you'll submit revised plans showing the removal of the driveway, the landscaping in the front of the building, and the proper location of the sign.
Absolutely.
And how you're gonna reface it.
With respect to lighting, in Mr. Chadwick's memo, there's just lighting on the building. There is no proposal to put pole lighting up.
Excuse me, Mr. Matucci.
And the last item on
excuse me.
Mr. Chadwick's...
I'd like to ask about the sign, please.
sorry?
The sign, I'd like to ask about the sign that you just mentioned. Will there be lighting
No,
in the sign? There will be no
No.
light? Okay, thank you.
And the last item in Mr. Chadwick's report was that the prohibition of outside storage, which, again, my client agrees to, there will be no outside storage. Then I also have the report of GPI, which is,
Engineering?
yes, sir.
Yeah, for the record, Mr. Chadwick's report is January 9, 2026, and the CPI report is January 5, 2026. Okay. Oh, you know, the front cover has January 2.
It's January 2nd on here, right?
Yeah, the front cover has January 2, and the other pages have January 5.
With respect to the board engineer's report, I went through it, and I go into the comments that start with number 5 on the nonconformities. With respect to the nonconformities, under B through G, again, the board 2 years ago approved those nonconformities, so they're confirmed. Those are existing conditions, and they're not going to change. Starting with A on number 5, again, the parking will be just pickup trucks and vans, as you saw in the photograph. I went through B through G, and then we go down to number 8.
So there won't be commercial vehicles exceeding 3/4 tons parked there, correct?
Yes.
So you don't need a variance for that.
And the number of commercial vehicles possibly on
I
that
believe
property?
we said 6.
There's going to be 6?
6 vans like this?
There are a combination of vans and pickup trucks, but nothing over 3/4 ton. And, you know, so operationally, the applicant does most of their work in the city, so they don't have very large, it's not functional to do that type of work, which is also why they don't store materials, or those type of things outside on the site, because the work is done, off-site. This is purely an office space, so, you know, a combination of pickup trucks, you know, structure van, those type of vans.
The current business, in one of the picture it shows the perfect flakes. I'm guessing like there are no commercial vehicles, right?
They're all going to be commercial vehicles.
This is a commercial.
It is.
Correct.
No, it is commercial property,
Yes.
but there may not be any commercial vehicle. Is that right?
The photograph, the exhibit is the vehicle they want to store.
Yeah, this is the new.
Yes.
The existing business of Perfect Flakes may not have any commercial vehicle right now. Like the neighborhood are gonna start seeing, I would say like, 6 to 8 vehicles.
And of course, the intention of the fence and the curbing, which is why the minor site plan is required at all, is to have the fence both secure those vehicles,
And buffer.
and buffer it,
And
so
buffer.
you wouldn't see it. Which is an improvement over when the limousine company was there. We can't speak to the operational testimony of, what was there previously, because none of us have actual knowledge of it, but certainly it was approved. The limousine company.
Thank you.
And just continuing with the board engineer's report, starting with number 8, the existing conditions plan is our survey, and I will provide a signed and sealed copy of the survey. Number 9, the sign, again, it was relocated already, and again, I will revise the plan to show that.
Mr. Marucci, just if you could stop there. Your photograph, the photograph on your plan shows it has not been moved.
I measured it, we went out and measured it, and it seems like it's been moved.
Okay, because the photograph on the plan, according to the plan, well, your plan shows over, but the plan shows that, you've got the sidewalk on the street, correct? So that's about 4 feet. And it looks like the sidewalk's probably 4 to 5 feet from the property line. And if you move the sign 7 feet from the property line, that means that the sign is now 11 or 12 feet from the sidewalk. But if you look at your very top picture here, you can see the sidewalk's only a few feet from the sign. And for whatever it's worth, I don't
It's
believe...
possible that photograph was from the original plan. I apologize for that, because we did this plan, we prepared this plan 2 years ago also. So it's possible that could have been the photograph from the original application, but I will verify that the sign,
Okay.
You're gonna give
In
us
my-
a survey that's gonna show this sign located 7 feet from the front property line.
I will do that.
And for whatever it's worth, and I'm not sure the application, the issue is that that prior approval for the sign was never perfected. They never went through the compliance procedure, so that resolution is not, the plans were never,
Sir,
So we'll stipulate that if the sign is not in the correct location.
right, I'm only going back to the prior approval never went through the compliance process.
I prepared the plan for the prior approval, but I did not present the application. There was a different planner that
Right.
presented. I wasn't here that,
No, I'm just trying to clean up what's being said here. I mean, and like I said, I don't think it really affects much, but just to make a point that that approval is not active.
okay.
And so if, to the extent that the sign is not, when the existing condition plan is presented, to the extent that the sign is not in the correct location, it will certainly be placed in the correct location if required, as
Okay,
if approved.
all right, thank you.
Number 10, I indicated there was no site improvements, but again, there are some minor site improvements on the plan. Number 11, again, it's just vans and pickup trucks. With respect to the size of the parking space, they're 9 by 18. The sliding gate opening is 24 foot wide, and there's a 30-foot backup aisle for the parking space. And I'll put that all on the revised plan.
Okay,
With respect to number 13, with the number of spaces, the building's gross floor area, that's the total gross floor area, is 1,356 square feet. And if I use the parking calculation for office use of 1 space per 300, we need 5 parking spaces. So we're more than enough on the number of parking spaces. There was a comment, number 14, about employees. What'll happen is, if an employee drives their car, they're gonna take the van to their job site and put the car into the spot where the van was. So there's no need for more space in that way. And again, with comment number 15, because of the impervious coverage, we're proposing to remove that front driveway to reduce the impervious coverage. And number 16, I will supply, again, on my revised plans, hopefully with the board approval, I will supply all the details for the fence, gate, curb, et cetera, whatever's needed. So that's the extent of the board engineer's report also. I'm here to answer any questions the board may have.
okay. In regard to number 14 of the engineer's report, there's going to be how many workers in the office?
I believe there are going to be 4 employees.
Okay,
2 are estimators that estimate the projects, the work, and 2 are clerical office employees.
okay, and their cars will be in the spaces provided?
Yes.
Which are 9?
Yes,
Okay, and now you're going to have 6 workers that are going to be coming back and forth to park their cars, so we don't have enough of parking.
well, I'm gonna defer to the applicant, but again, I don't think they all come to the office. All the employees don't come to the office, they go directly to the job sites most of the time.
So how many people are going to be in the office per se?
I believe 4, that's what the
4.
the
Okay,
applicant told
so
us.
they need their cars. Their cars are going to be in the 9 spaces provided, correct?
Yes,
Okay, now we have the workers that are going to be picking up the vans. There's going to be 6 workers that are going to be picking up the vans, correct?
and they switch their cars.
Yes, so they're-
If they all, some of them might commute together, I don't know. I will defer to the applicant on that, but again, it's not that we need that many more spaces, it's a matter of the van will go out on a job site and maybe an employee will park their car in the same spot.
Yes, but we already, okay, I'm belaboring this. But you already, go ahead.
You got six vans and 4 employees, 10.
That's,
We got 9 parking spaces. So how do we solve this?
there's room in the back of the building that other employee can park. There is room behind the building.
Is it a parking?
Is it a parking lot or a driveway?
I'm sorry?
Is it a parking space or a driveway?
It's within the driveway, but it's behind the building. It's really another parking space. There's more than.
How many
one.
vans does your client have?
I'm sorry?
How many vans does your client have or pickup trucks?
I will defer to my client.
There's 6, and I think if we look at A2, Mr. Murphy,
I
looking at
think the simple solution is we can't make 10 vehicles and 9 parking spaces. So somebody's gonna have to keep one of these vans at their house or at the job site or something or other. Simple as that. So you're gonna have to limit it to 5 instead of 6.
And I think that where, we look at A2, where this party bus is
That's what I was
located.
talking about.
That's sort of the back,
That's
the back of the building that's,
Right.
it's impervious, it doesn't have a parking space, but it is striped.
It's available space.
But it's an available space.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying, that we have the 9 spaces here, but we have space behind the building also if necessary.
Right.
And, you know, certainly,
If the board is concerned about anybody parking in the street, I would say no. There's plenty of room on the site to handle this size office.
and, you know, and if the board looks favorably on the application, you know, certainly the applicant can either strike a space, or, because these are, you know, commercial vans that'll potentially go back there, have some signage that would only allow vans to park behind the building, and then have the additional striped parking spaces for employee cars.
Is the striped parking on the right side in plan? Is that good enough for the vans like this?
Yes.
Thank you.
But these are standard size.
They're straightforward, yeah.
I'm gonna give the audience this.
Yes, Jeff.
Mr. Marucci, on the side of the building, I know Mr. Chadwick made mention of the lighting. The light there is a bare bulb. Is there any potential for putting a down-facing light fixture there rather than have a bare bulb?
If that's a requirement, if that's your recommendation, I would agree to it. I agree to it.
Again, Mr. Chadwick made the visual comment, but I think that would be more hospitable to the neighbor.
Absolutely, I agree with it.
Especially residential.
That could be a condition of approval, and I'll put it on the plan.
They have a lot of residential.
Yeah, that is.
I have a question on the fencing. That removable, or that fencing that is going back and forth so that the trucks can be parked there, your vans,
Gate.
the gate, your gate, thank you, John, Mr. Chadwick, excuse me. Is that also going to be 6 feet? And why
Yes.
do we need 6 feet?
Well, again, for security and also a buffering. I mean, once you have that 6-foot high fence, it basically hides the vehicles back there. It's more for security.
Well, someone could still hop over the 6-foot fence. I mean, it's not, we get some of these young people are very agile, and they could hop over and steal if they want to. Yes? No?
Well, we're talking about we're not talking about a chain link fence, but we're talking about a solid fence, so I don't think they'd be able to
I
climb it
think,
that easily,
Okay.
but,
I think it
But
is,
the details of the fence you're gonna provide, what are you anticipating?
I'm sorry?
The details for the fence you're going to provide, what is the material? Is it
Material.
stockade, is it a plastic, what
It's
is
a
it?
PVC,
PVC?
yes.
Let's have some non-glare white, please. Instead of that shiny white.
If the
There's an
board,
opaque white
if
they
the board
make.
wants a different color,
Not a different color, just an opaque so it doesn't shine.
okay.
Is there any questions of the board, of this applicant?
No.
On this- No? Are there any questions from the audience of this testimony? Please come up. Only on his testimony that you're speaking of. Please
Come on,
come
come on.
forward.
Wait, hold on, you need to use the microphone.
And we'd like your name and your address, please.
Hi, my name is Mary Jo Simaluka, and
You need to speak up.
my name is Mary Jo Simaluka, Cimiluca, and I'm at 303 Marcella Road. My
Yep. You have a
concern,
question for this witness?
yes, I have a question for this
Because
witness.
if you have concerns, there'll be another opportunity to express your concern. At this point, it's questions of those witnesses.
Since I live around the corner, my concern is, my question is, number one, lighting, brightness for our neighborhood. And secondly, is there any kind of noise ordinance that we're going to follow? It's very, very discouraging to know that there are going to be vans and pickup trucks. And if it interferes in our sleeping time, because you are going into the city, which will take you couple of hours to get, or an hour to get in. So what are we talking about as far as the
Hours of
hours
operation.
of operation so that our sleep habits can remain? I mean, we're interrupted as it is right now, so we're a little concerned about that.
So the hours,
But,
sorry.
first of all, with respect to lighting, as I stated, there is no pole lighting. It's the only lighting that's on the building, so nothing is changing with lighting. As a matter of fact, the board engineer brought out a point about the
Uh,
one light that's there that I guess you can see it. We're gonna put a cover on it so that it shines down. So lighting should not be an issue. With respect to noise, I believe the hours of operation are,
It's 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. So
even if they work in the city, they're done by 3, 4 o'clock. They don't stay that late. And so in terms of noise, I would not anticipate any noise. As a matter of fact, they don't work weekends either, so those are the hours of operation.
Okay, so we would expect
And-
to hear the beeping
there's,
after 7 a.m.
Unfortunately, with these types of vans, actually, every vehicle today has those backup beepers.
No, they don't.
But you'll only hear them for a few seconds when they have to back up to leave the site in the morning. And again, they leave in the morning, they come back in when they're done at the end of the day.
Okay,
Do you hear
but
them now from a limousine company that have,
not the limousine company. However, we hear enough noises from that other piece of property that I'm not allowed to talk about. That's right around the corner from where they're proposing their site. So my concern is, if we're
Hold
starting.
on. Do you have any more questions of this witness?
No, just the time and the lighting, because some of our backyard lighting is not in ordinance either. So I'm concerned, because we're bright enough right now. We're concerned about it. We're concerned about the noise. We're concerned about chit-chatting early in the morning or late at night. But if you say 7 a.m., I believe our ordinance in Parsippany is 7 a.m., so I can't say anything more. But if it's at 6:30, it's not acceptable.
we can certainly ask, it's operational, so I'm not positive it would be an appropriate condition, but we can certainly ask the applicant to have his employees back the trucks in at night, so that they're not backing them in, when they're leaving in the morning, they're pulling straight out, so you don't have to worry about that.
Thank you.
And the 7 o'clock ordinance is to do work, not to go to work. It's that
But
they can't
anyways.
begin work. I get it, yeah.
Anyways, so that's where my concern.
That is acceptable.
Thank you. Is there anyone else in the audience that would like to speak on the testimony given? I see none. Is there anyone in the audience that is for the approval of this application?
Oh, is that the end of the testimony?
That,
Is
that's, yes,
Yeah.
getting any other questions from the board, that's the end of.
Great, okay. Yeah.
I see. Is there anyone in the audience that is opposed to this application? I see none. Are there any other questions from our board?
No.
Okay. Would one of our board members like to make a recommendation for
Yeah.
approval?
I'm going to be voting for it. My feeling is that you had a business there before. It's in a mixed-use development. You asked to have the lighting adjusted, they're doing that. They volunteered to back in at the evening, so they're not doing it in the morning. My guess is you might even have a better situation because you're not going to have limos coming back in 9, 10, 11 at night with whatever, that these guys are going to be in and out at reasonable hours. So being that we are in a mixed-use development, they eliminated some variances with the fence and whatnot. It seems totally reasonable to me, and I'll be voting for it.
Would one of our board members like to make
Application,
frame a resolution, please?
application 25:81, Pentagon Services LLC, 354 Kingston Road, Block 211, Lots 15, to grant, issue minor site plan C and D variance for commercial use, overnight parking, curb, island, and 6-foot solid fence in the front yard setback. And as discussed, submit the revised plans to for lighting, and also, parking
Conditions they offered.
they offer.
Second, Jaskowitz.
So the light on the left-hand side of the building, non-glare paint on the fence, no storage of outside materials, and a revised plan, and remove the driveway on the left-hand side.
Right, and landscaping of the front of the building.
Landscaping, yes.
And, confirm, not to add more conditions, but just to confirm the location of the sign.
Yeah.
Right back.
Yes. All, that's all we discussed. Everything. If I forget
Jaskowitz,
Yes.
Modi,
Yes.
Neglia,
Yes.
Parsippany,
Yes.
Ready,
Yes.
Grignani? Yes. Application's approved.
Thank you so much.
And you'll be receiving a note, and at that time, coming for your purpose. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, well, there could be workshops.
Good, good one.
Oh, you need to adjourn the 7th.
Okay. Motion to adjourn the 7 PM meeting, please. Motion. Second?
Second.
No, thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
Now we can start the 7th.
Nora?
Yep.
We can start.
What do you say? Oh, yeah, I'm going to. Good evening and welcome to the meeting of the Township of Parsippany-Troy Hills Board of Adjustment. It is Wednesday, April 22nd, 2026, and it is 7:45 PM. Announcement is made that adequate notice of this meeting has been given and that it is being conducted in accordance with NJSA 10:4-6 at sec of the New Jersey Open Public Meetings Act. Roll call. Mr. Jaskowitz?
Here.
Mr. Modi,
Here.
Mr. Neglia.
Here.
Sorry, Ms. Neglia.
Here too.
Sorry about that. Mr. Prajapati,
Yes.
Mr. Reddy,
Present.
Chairwoman Grignani.
Present.
We also have our board planner, Mr. Chadwick,
Present.
our board engineer, Mr. Lemanowitz,
Here.
and our board attorney, Mr. Johnson.
Here.
This meeting is open to the general public. If there's any questions that is other than what is on our applications tonight? I see none. Nora, resolutions, please? Correspondence,
We're going to
please?
go on to correspondence first. Correspondence received from Michael Gutez, requesting application 2556 be carried from April 22nd, 2026 to June 17th, 2026 without further notice and with required extensions through June 30th, 2026. Is there a motion?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, and then we will move into resolutions. And, let's see. I believe everybody can vote, all the same people can vote on the resolution. Application 2582, application 2608, application 2576, application 2570, application 2579, application 2605, and application 2601. Those who can vote are, you're not here, Neglia, Reddy, and Grignani. Can I have a motion?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All right, Neglia,
Yes.
Reddy,
Yes.
Grignani.
Yes.
Move into the agenda.
Application 26:10, Mohammed Hussein, 3 Graham Court, Block 199, Lot 8, Zone R3. A C variance to legalize driveway expansion contrary to Section 430-275X and Section 430-35, Columns 13. Mr. Hussein?
You raise your right hand, please. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony that you're about to give should be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? I do. You can have a seat. State your name and spell your last name when you get to the microphone.
Yeah, my name is Mohammed Hassan. Last name is Hassan, Hassan, Hassan.
And what is your address?
3 Graham Court, Parsippany.
And you're the applicant, correct?
Yes.
So what is it that you're here for?
Yeah, like I agree what the engineer has said.
You're here because you put a driveway in and you need to
Yes.
legalize it, right?
Yeah.
And why is the driveway, why did you put it in at that particular location?
Because my driveway was very short, so I didn't know like I have to take the permission, so that's why I extend the driveway. So like from the board, I got the notice like I have to take the permission from the boards. So like its area it's already in the paper, which I extended. So the last meeting I attended on 31st October, they said like I have to agree to some points, then it will be okay. So, and they gave the date, I think 3rd Feb. But the problem was like in the month of November, my daughter passed away. So in due to this, for a few months, I was not in my right frame of mind, and I forgot the date to appear on the 3rd of Feb.
Right, I understand. You made a prior application.
Yeah.
The board rescheduled it.
Yes.
And you didn't appear at that.
Yes, yes.
Right, and now you've made it the application again.
Yes,
is that correct?
yeah, yep.
So I just have a question about the driveway on the left-hand side.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it necessary that it be only 2 feet from the property line?
That I told you before, I didn't know about this. That is the reason.
Yeah, but why do you need it in that location as opposed to 5 feet from the property line where you wouldn't need a variance? Why does
This-
it need to be there?
Basically, I didn't know, like, I don't have to, it has to be like 5 feet away from the neighborhood. That was the reason, so I thought like this is the best way. I extended on the right-hand side, like on the right-hand side, 5 feet.
Okay, why do you need that wide a driveway, I guess is my question.
My question, because I have 5 cars that I need.
Excuse me?
I have 5 cars. That is the reason.
5 cars.
Yeah.
Okay. And you read the letter, the memorandum from the township engineer, is that correct?
Yes, I read.
And he indicates in there that you may need to install stormwater management measures.
Yes,
And are you agreeable to work with the township engineer to do that?
yes, I agree. I will work with him.
Did you submit the plan to the engineer?
No, not yet.
So if we approve this, it'll be on the condition of agreement with the town engineer.
That is your option, yes, if you do. That is, you would require that as a condition of approval.
Or do we need to see before we approve?
Well, the way it's written in the memo, it appears as though the recommendation is fairly minimal.
Yeah, it's very minimum conditions.
Yeah, it's
So-
a pretty small area. It's not like some of these where they pave their whole backyard.
219 square feet.
So you understand that ultimately it's the township engineer that's gonna have to approve
Yes,
your plan.
yep,
And if this rain barrel and rain garden plan doesn't work, you're still gonna have to,
then I have to roll back, I think so.
you're still gonna have to comply with the township engineer's
Yes,
recommendation. So
sure.
You're still okay with that?
Yes,
Would you like to, sir, would you like to say anything else about your application, sir?
no, that's fine, I'm okay with it.
Any questions from the board?
Not,
No? Any questions from the audience on this testimony that Mr. Hassan has given? I see none. Is there anyone in favor of this application that Mr. Hassan is proposing? I see none. Anyone against this application? I see none. Would one of our members like to recommend approval, please?
yeah,
One can-
this is the minimum requirement for the family to live there, and as he agreed, he will meet the requirements from the engineering department. Whatever the condition they put, he will compliance with that. So I'm in favor of this.
Application 26:10, Mohammed Hassan, 3 Graham Court, Block 199, Lot 8, Zone R3, recommend granting a C variance to legalize driveway expansion contrary to Section 430-275X and Section 430-35, column 13, with agreeing to the measures required by the engineer.
Thank you.
Second ready?
Jaskowitz.
Yes.
Modey.
Yes.
Neglia.
Yes.
Parsippany.
Yes.
Ready.
Yes.
Grignani.
Yes. Sir, your application is approved. You will be receiving a letter from the township at that time. Please speak to the engineer ahead of time before you apply for your permit, so that everything is in order.
Okay,
Okay?
I do.
Thank you.
thank you.
Application 25:65, Ferguson, 540 Vale Road, Block 458, Lot 13, Zone R3. A C variance to legalize a rear covered structure, shed, front walk, front patio, front pads, rear patios, rear pads, in-ground pool, pond and stone wall, contrary to Section 430-10, C and Section 430-35, columns 8, side yard pool equipment and pad and paver patios, Section 430-35, columns 10 and 13. This application was carried from our March 4th, 2026 application. Good evening.
Can you raise your right hand, please? You swear or affirm that the testimony, excuse me, that the testimony that you're about to give should be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Please state your name and spell your last name.
Ninoska Ferguson, Fergusson.
And you're the applicant, correct? You're the applicant, correct?
Yes,
This is your property,
yes,
and you have someone with you
540.
tonight?
yes.
Can you raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm that the testimony that you're about to give should be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes,
State your name, spell your last name, please.
Michael Roth of Roth Engineering, last name spelled R-O-T-H, engineer and planner tonight.
Okay, great. Could you just briefly put your qualifications on the record?
Sure, my name is Michael Roth. I've designed and managed several projects throughout the state, just like the one I'll be going over tonight. Graduated with a bachelor's degree of science in civil from NJIT, licensed PE and PP, Both licenses are in good standing. I've appeared before 60 different land use boards throughout the state. However, this is my first appearance before this board. I'm looking forward to presenting tonight.
Yes, very much so.
Okay, and your license is in good standing, you said that,
That's
right?
correct, yeah,
Great.
both my engineering and planner's license.
Okay, you are qualified.
Thank you.
May proceed.
Was there testimony on March 4th? I don't, or did you?
We stopped, we have an engineer's report.
We have an engineer's report and sent her,
Right.
right, did you come on March 4th or not?
This is my first time here for this
Okay,
application.
great.
Who met with the engineer, the town engineer, Mr. Lisa?
I did.
You did? And you worked
Back
out,
in-
I'm sorry?
Yeah, we worked out about the pervious coverage. That was the biggest problem in my property,
Okay. And
that it was
there's a-
exceeding the amount.
Yeah, there's a line
allowed.
on the plan that shows proposed limit of patio. Now, I thought you told me you had already done all these improvements.
Yes, perhaps it'd be good if I kind of give a recap of the plan and walk you through what's existing, what we're
Before you
proposing.
do that, I'm trying to
Sure.
find out who met with the engineer because you have a very favorable report.
Engineer.
So, my client,
What was going to be changed as a result of that meeting? Do you know that?
I do, yeah.
All right.
So my client
Go ahead.
met with Mr. Lisa. He initially prepared a review letter. Let me just reference it correctly.
And that's dated April 15th, 2026.
Right, that's the latest. There was one prior to that where he outlined, so he first issued a review letter dated November 21st, 2025, which then prompted a revision to the plan, which is the plan that's on the board and has been submitted to the township, which was revised to address the comments in that November 21st, 2025 memorandum. He then issued an updated memorandum dated April 15th, 2026, which basically states we've addressed his comments, he has no issues with the application, and as my client mentioned, the big issue previously was impervious coverage, and now we're greatly reducing it, we're providing stormwater management.
The exhibit you have up there is on file with the township, correct?
That's correct.
The plan that came with our folder is this.
What's the revision date on that, sir?
There isn't.
No, we don't have any.
There's
We
no,
don't have any.
it says proposed condition.
This one, down here.
So the bigger plan that we
It
have
was
is
so
October
large
24th.
Oh, did I make a mistake?
That's what-
March 26th.
All right, I take that back.
This one.
The plan I have is March 2nd, 26.
That's,
Oh, yeah, here we go.
that's the latest and greatest, March 2nd, 2027.
Yeah.
Okay, so we don't have that.
March 2nd.
Michael Jarrett.
Yeah, that's me.
Oh, substantial change.
Yeah, so, Mr. Lisa's letter from April 15th, 2026 reviews that plan, the March 2nd, 2026 plan.
Okay. Where it says proposed conditions, is there some of the pavement being removed?
Correct, yeah, and if you'd like, I could proceed with my testimony and describe that in more detail.
Oh, I see it.
Please.
Okay.
Sure, okay.
Got it.
So I'm going to just give a brief overview of this sheet one here. Again, this was last revised March 2nd, 2026. The subject property is Lot 13 of Lot 458, located at 540 Road. The area of the lot is 0.35 acres and is located in the R3 zone. The plan shows three views. Starting on the left of this view is the existing conditions as of April 12th, 2015, prior to the current owner. The middle view is the existing conditions as of October 16th, 2024, per the current owner. And the right view is the proposed conditions, which is what we're planning to do to modify the property. The property contains an existing principal building, accessory structure, shed, parking area, walkways, pool, and patio. The existing building complies with all setback requirements. We're not changing that structure. The existing shed is set back 19.5 feet from the side lot line, which complies with the 6-foot requirement. It is 3.8 feet from the rear lot line, which is not conforming, as the minimum setback is 6 feet. The existing accessory structure in the rear.
Can I just interrupt you for 1 second?
Yeah.
Did the shed pre-exist, Dr. Ferguson's purchase of the house?
Absolutely.
Yes.
So the shed was already there, right?
Yes.
Correct.
All right, keep going.
The existing accessory structure at the rear of the property set back 4.3 feet from the side lot line, where a minimum of 6 feet is required, and 3.1 feet from the rear lot line, where a minimum of 10 feet is required, which are not conforming. The property contains a pool equipment pad that is set back 1.8 feet from the side lot line, and patio in the rear that is set back 4.3 feet from the side lot line, and 3.1 feet from the rear lot line, which are also not conforming.
But the paver patio side yard setback you're improving that by going from 0 to 3.1, is that correct? Because that's what the board's review letter says.
Who prepared that review?
That was prepared by Jennifer Smith, the zoning officer.
Okay, I didn't receive that.
Are you changing the accessory side yard paver patio?
Yes. There's part of the patio and stone area is up against the property line. It's
Right.
essentially 0 feet, which matches that review.
Right.
So now we are improving that condition. That's correct.
And then, so you're moving it from 0 feet to 3 feet, does that sound right?
Yes.
Removing it all together, so.
It says over here, remove.
Well, yeah, we're removing a large portion of it. At its closest point, it still doesn't meet the minimum setback, so it's still a variance.
That's the rear.
On the rear side,
Correct.
on the back, yeah.
What is the area that you're gonna remove the whatever pervious material, paver,
Sure.
stone, whatever? What's it gonna be returned to, lawn?
Yeah, so let me highlight the areas that are going to be removed, and that's depicted in the middle view. We have all these call-outs in bold, the areas to be removed. The right view shows the final conditions. So we're going to remove the front paver area adjacent to the parking lot, the front landscape stone areas, the 2 paved areas on the side of the building, the concrete pad in the rear adjacent to the building, a very large portion of the rear patio, the landscape stone areas in the rear yard, and the paver area in the rear yard adjacent to the rear lot line. So all those features are going to be removed, which reduces the impervious coverage by 26.1%, or 3,924 square feet, which brings the proposed impervious coverage closer to conformance at 51.5%. However, it's still over the 30% requirement, so we're here tonight to ask for a variance for impervious coverage.
In regard to Mr. Chadwick's question, what is the material going to be replaced with? You have mulch here.
Yeah, so it's going to be either mostly lawn area, green space. Some of the other areas, for example, like the stone areas, that were determined to be impervious, we're going to remove that and convert that to mulch.
Gravel still also impervious?
Wow. Some of the stoned areas, the water goes right through it, right? There's no line or anything. Is there?
Correct. Yeah, we were informed through our coordination with Mr. Lisa that unfortunately the landscape stone is impervious, so we do we have areas.
That's what he's determined, okay.
And I guess that's why on the engineering report, he has no objection.
Yeah. Okay.
Just to continue on, the building coverage is 24.2%. No change proposed. The maximum permitted is 15. And as mentioned in Mr. Lisa's report, to mitigate the variances, we are proposing stormwater management improvements in addition to the reduction in impervious coverage. So now, in that same set of plans, I'm flipping to sheet 2 of 2, where we're proposing two stormwater management systems that will allow the stormwater to infiltrate into the ground. Just system A is proposed in the rear yard, and part of the roof area for the building, the accessory structure will be like the system. System B is proposed on the right side yard, where part of the roof from the building will be piped to the system. And the project is designed in accordance with the township stormwater management requirements to mitigate the increase in runoff from the impervious cover that's over the 30% permitted in the zone.
And all these things were pre-existing when you bought the house?
Absolutely. Was that answer yes?
Yes, it was, yes, it was all there when you bought.
Are there any questions from the board, this
No.
application?
No.
No? Are there any questions from the audience in regard to this applicant, the testimony that has been given? I see none. Anyone in favor of this application? I see none. Anyone opposed to this application? I see none. Would one of my members like to make a recommendation, please, for approval?
Yeah, I think it's a good application. I think they've made some improvements to some of the situations. You improve the impervious coverage. You want to enjoy your home. You're not really affecting anybody. You agreed to do what the engineering department thought was good, so I will be voting for it.
Okay.
Application 25:65, Ninoska Ferguson, sorry, right? Okay. 540 Vale Road, Block 458, Lot 13, Zone R-3, to grant a C variance to legalize rear covered structure, shed, front walk, front patio, front pads, rear patios, rear pads, in-ground pool, pond and stone wall contrary to section 430-10C and section 430-35 column 8 and section 430-35 column 10 and 13 in compliance with the engineering report as well as whatever we discussed for the adjustment.
And as per, what was it, March, what was the date of that plan?
March
2nd.
March 2nd, which showed you removed.
Second, Jaskowitz.
Jaskowitz?
Yes.
Modie?
Yes.
Neglia?
Yes.
Rajapati?
Yes.
Ready?
Yes.
Grignani?
Yes. Dr. Ferguson, lots of luck, your application's been approved.
Thank you very much.
Sir. Thank you, Mr. Roth.
Thank you.
Excuse me. It's a beautiful home, she has a lovely home. She's got it, the
It's a
stone.
nice area up there.
It's beautiful. She's right across from high school.
Huh?
She's across from Parsippany High School.
Right.
Application 26:04, Sam and Supna Desai, 119 Minnehaha Boulevard, Block 598, Lot 15, Zone R4. A C variance to construct a one-story addition, concrete patio and stairs, and concrete walk and stairs contrary to section 430-10C and section 430-35, columns 10 and 13. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Can you raise your right hand, please? Just solemnly, do you swear or affirm that the testimony that you're about to give should be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
We agree.
State your name, spell your last name, starting with you, ma'am.
My name is Sapna Desai, last name is Desai.
And you, sir?
First name Sam, last name Desai.
Okay, you are the applicant,
Yep.
and what is it that you'd like to do?
We're planning an extension of our house. Currently, we only have 3 bedrooms, one small bathroom. So according to our family needs, we want to extend our house.
So you're asking for
Variant,
3 variances,
yes,
right?
yeah,
One of the variances has to do with a shed,
yes,
correct?
yes,
And the shed is there now, is that right?
yes.
So, did you put the shed in at that particular location?
No, when we bought house, it was already there.
And how long ago was that?
We bought a house in 2019.
The engineer's letter is cautioning them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen the engineer's letter? dated March 13th, 2026.
We received it. March 13th.
Yes.
Yes,
You've seen
yes.
that?
Have you
Yeah.
met with them?
Yes, we met
You
with all,
met with Mr. Leeson or his staff?
so we were supposed to, which letter they are talking about? Which letter they are talking about?
You do have the letter, right?
The legal notice you don't know, right?
No, yeah, the March 13th, 2026 memo from the township engineer.
Yeah, the stormwater one, right?
Yes.
Yes, we do have.
And you did meet with him?
Yes, I meet them.
You met with him?
Yep.
Yes.
And do you have an idea of what he's talking about in terms of site improvements? He's saying these may be more than you contemplated. Did you talk to him about what you have to do?
Basically, it is costly, it is.
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
we agree with
We heard the
that.
We agree with
application
that.
before you.
Yep,
And
we
they
agree.
did what you said you did. They met with the engineer and they worked it out.
Yep,
Yeah,
Are you at that point? Do you know what you're gonna have to do?
yes,
So you would be comfortable with the board
Yes.
saying
yes, I'm comfortable.
Yeah.
approval subject to the township engineer's approval?
yeah.
Yep,
Because what's strange here, the impervious surface is just barely over what is required. It's your building coverage, but that's all leads to stormwater management.
Yes.
So,
So they're gonna come back to your home when you're done
yep.
and make sure that you did what was needed
What's
to do.
required? Okay, yeah.
I think you have to get a revised plan showing what the engineer approved.
Yeah, we see nothing.
Right.
Right.
We don't have a plan showing us that you are going to make changes that the engineer has requested. So what this board is suggesting, if I'm correct,
Yeah.
is please,
Did you submit a plan? Did you submit a
Yes.
plan to the engineering department, how you are doing that?
Yes, we already.
We already submitted, yes.
Yeah,
Did you submit a plan specifically addressing stormwater management to the
you
engineer?
want to show that?
With dry wells and everything else?
Yes, right there.
बताइए, बताइए.
And did the engineer saw this?
Yes, the stormwater tank, right?
Yeah.
Yes, the town
Yeah.
engineer.
When did you show this plan with the stormwater to the engineer?
Before March 30, we received the label.
Say that again?
is this the same? I have
No.
No.
date
No.
26. This is 106.
Where did you get this plan? This plan appears to be dated March 30th of 2026. Okay. So
This is after the engineering report.
yeah, that's after the engineer's
So
report.
this
So
is
we don't have
updated one, I think, engineer has reviewed this?
Yes, he did it.
We don't have that.
We don't.
We don't have an updated.
We don't have an updated.
What is that?
So just-
This is letter from the engineer.
What's the date on it?
What's that?
April 14th, in the receipt of the plan.
Okay, all right, so let's just make sure the record's.
Yeah.
Okay, so you presented to the board a drawing dated March 30th, 2026. We're gonna have to mark that. Is this the only copy you have of this? You have another copy of this? We're gonna keep this, okay?
So when you say a drawing, you're saying a professional
I'm
drawing.
saying it appears to be a proposed site plan.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm gonna get my glasses.
And I think John has a letter.
We have a letter
Done by.
dated April 14th that speaks to the plan that you have in front of you, Bill.
Okay, great.
And he said the plan depicts required dry wells to address stormwater management on the property. Nora, have you received this? It's April 14th letter from,
Did I give it to you?
no,
No, we
they
don't
had
have
it.
it. They
Oh,
have
you
it.
just gave it. You know what?
Good job bringing
Been
it.
sent to me?
No, good job, yeah.
Good job bringing it, yeah.
Let me just finish, there's one sentence left. The roof leaders are proposed to tie into the dry well. Inspection of the dry well construction is required by this office. So effectively, he signed off on the plan that you showed him.
Wonderful.
It has a letter confirming it, which
Yeah.
I'm sending down to.
Maybe we have to
And this one also.
Yeah.
update.
I did mark the plans as A1 for.
What about the engineering? We have to mark this one too?
No, that should be in, well, you know, to be safe, let's put an
A2?
A2 on there for today's date.
I don't think people need that plan.
No, he's got another one.
Oh,
Yep, Mr. Desai said he has, you have another copy of the plan, right?
Both, yeah, both.
Great.
We have it now.
Good.
So then, what did that?
So it's all over then.
We just carried in case.
I don't ever remember that happening, actually.
No.
No.
You're lucky.
Yes, thank you for bringing that.
I did my
Thank you.
homework.
Yes, you did, and you
Thank
might
you,
pass.
you did your homework. Very good. Are there any questions from this board on this application?
No.
None.
Is there any questions from the audience on this application? I see none. Is there anyone in the audience that is opposed to this application? I see none. Anyone in the audience in favor of this application? I see none. Would one of our members,
Yeah, this is a reasonable application for the family needs, and they did very good work going back and forth with the engineering department and managed all the plans and submitted, and I'm in favor of this.
Application 2604, Sam and Sapna Desai, 119 Minnehaha Boulevard, Block 598, Lot 15, Zone R4, recommend granting a C variance to construct a one-story addition, concrete patio and stairs, and concrete walk-in stairs, contrary to section 430-10C and section 430-35, columns 10 and 13, and agreeing, thanks to the applicant, to the plans that they have agreed with the engineer.
Second ready.
Jaskowitz.
Yes.
Modi.
Yes.
Neglia.
Yes.
Parsippany.
Yes.
Ready.
Yes.
Grignani.
yes,
And a gold star for being prepared.
yes, excellent.
Thank you.
Your homework, very good. Application is approved. You will be receiving a notice from the township, and at that time, you can apply for your permits.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Lots of luck to you, and thank you for bringing all the updated material. Thank you.
Thank you.
That's the first time that's ever happened.
Yeah, it's good.
Good luck.
Yes.
Is the last application?
She did her hope, yep. Application 26:02. Parva Padat, 15 Robert Street, Block 731, Lot 16, Zone R2. A C variance to construct a two-story addition, porch, walkway with step and patio, and steps contrary to section 430-35, columns 5, 10, and 13. Good evening, sir.
Can you raise your right hand, please? Do you swear or affirm that the testimony that you're about to give should be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Please state your name and spell your last name.
And Purav Pandit, last name is Pandit, P as in Peter, A-N-D-I-T as in Tom.
And you are the applicant, correct?
Correct.
And what is it that you are?
Okay, so, I bought this house in 2015 with my wife. 11 years later, now we have twin girls who are 9 years old, and my parents who also live with us, who are 70. As they're getting older, they're having mobility issues, and, they're having difficulty climbing the stairs up. So what I want to do is do an extension in the back of the house to build a room for them on the first floor, so that they don't have to they don't have to take the steps up and down. That's the main concern. One of the reasons why I need the variance is that because I have an undersized lot, I have an R2 lot, which I believe the minimum requirement should be 30,000 square feet, but mine is a 15,000. I think it went through some density modification, something like that, back in the 70s or something like that, which is why it's a smaller lot. So that's why I'm kind of like, that's a hardship.
So if your lot was normal size, you wouldn't be here.
Correct. Exactly.
Have you seen the March 13th, 2026 memo from the township engineer?
Yes, I have worked with the township engineer. I've submitted the plan for a stormwater management to have a dry well in the back of the house. I submitted my plans to him as well.
Do you have any idea what the soil is like back there?
I have no idea. I discussed that, that once I dig it up, I'll probably, at that time, I'll decide, like, in the back, there's like a slope, so I might want to do spread some soil around, and then he told me that if I need to move it, I need a permit for that. So if that is the case, then I'll.
I mean, the risk here is you find clay,
Correct.
and you can't put a drywall in, clay bed.
Yeah.
So then you're kind of stuck.
Okay.
I mean, that's your risk. So the board can go forward, the engineer says he's fine with it, provided the soils are pervious.
Sure.
So you would get an approval, we'd have to get a report back from the engineer to finalize that decision.
Okay.
Which would mean you can't get your building permits until that's done.
I'm sorry, I don't follow. What do I have to do?
If you got an approval tonight
Okay.
from the board, subject to township engineer approval, which is going to go to the soil testing. And if it fails, then I don't know what you're gonna have to come back with another plan to the town engineer
Okay.
until you get their approval.
Okay.
At that point, you could then get your building permit.
Okay. Just from my understanding, like, why would there be clay in the back?
I have clay in my backyard. It's the
Okay.
type of dirt there is
It's where
in
you
some
are.
areas of town.
If soil is
It's not clay, it's a clay dirt. So the water never really goes anywhere. It sits and sits.
Okay.
So that's why if you put the drywall in, it's not really doing what it's supposed to do.
But
Okay.
this area of the township is, got some soil types that aren't really drained well.
It's okay, does he
But
have
you'll,
any
you'll find that
choice?
out.
But
Okay.
it's hit and miss.
Right.
Yeah, hit and miss, so he has no choice.
Yeah. Okay.
You want to go ahead before you do the soil testing?
Yeah. I mean, I want to go ahead.
Okay.
Do you understand?
It's suggested that you speak with that you have your soil tested first before we even can approve this.
Well, not necessarily.
No, it's his.
It's his prerogative.
Yeah, it's his project.
It's his prerogative to do that.
Yeah,
The engineer's pointed out this is the risk.
You understand?
Okay.
The worst case scenario is you do the soil test, you can't put a dry well in,
Okay.
which means that you can't get a building permit,
Sure.
even if this board grants you a zoning permit,
Yeah. No, I understand.
which means you'll have to
I'll have to work some other way to
Come
kind
up
of
with a
manage the
different
stormwater.
solution.
So
Correct.
you know that and you're okay with it.
Yeah. I understand.
It's a luck, you may not
Yeah.
have to.
Yeah, exactly.
New soil
Okay.
down, I guess, but that's, you're talking about bigger bucks.
Yeah, it's a lot of money if they can't do a dry well. That's his
Probably
problem.
have to do some internal renovations to it now.
Okay.
You may go
Okay.
work around.
So you're willing to abide by what the board has suggested?
Correct.
What our
Yes.
planner has?
Yes.
So you have a condition subject to the approval of the township engineer, which will, then your resolution, you don't sign your resolution until that's done, right, Nora?
No, it's a condition of approval.
Condition.
Yeah, he doesn't get you won't get a building permit.
But he cannot build until that,
No, well, he can't do anything until he,
yeah, so from zoning it is done.
yes, okay,
Okay, go ahead.
all right. Any questions from the audience on this application, the testimony that's been given? See none. Anyone opposed to this application? I see none. Anyone in favor of this application? Please raise your hand.
Come on.
Would someone, one of the board members make a recommendation, please?
I recommend it. De minimis in nature.
Yes.
He's gonna go along with, testing the soil and go along with the engineering department. No reason to say no. Application 26:02, per of Pendeed. 15 Robert Street, Block 731, Lot 16, Zone R2. Recommend granting a C variance to construct a two-story addition porch walkway with step and patio with steps contrary to section 430-35, columns 5, 10, and 13, and agreeing to the terms with the engineering department.
Second ready?
Jaskowitz.
Yes.
Modey.
Yes.
Neglia.
Yes.
Parsippany.
Yes.
Ready.
Yes.
Grignani.
Yes.
Good luck.
Thank you so much.
Yes, good luck to you.
Good luck.
Motion to,
Before you adjourn for this evening, there is an issue that involves the potential for litigation, meaning lawsuits, against the board. So because of that, my suggestion is that you move to go into executive session to discuss that issue. Executive session means that the public is not, because you're talking to me about things subject to attorney-client privilege, the public is not, you can exclude the public from that portion of the meeting.
So do we have to vote to get out of the previous?
No.
Okay, we stay in.
You vote to
okay,
go
we're
into,
staying in, we have to vote for motion
Make a
for
motion?
executive session.
Nora has to read the resolution.
Okay, Nora, please, at your convenience.
All right, whereas the Open Public Meetings Act, PL 1975, Chapter 230, permits the exclusion of the public from a meeting in certain circumstances, and whereas the, the Township Board of Adjustment is of the opinion that such circumstances presently exist, and whereas the Township of Parsippany Board of Adjustment wishes to discuss attorney-client privilege of anticipated litigation, and whereas the minutes will be kept, and once the matter involving the confidentiality of the above no longer requires confidentiality, the minutes can be made public. Now, therefore, it be resolved by the Township Board of Adjustment, Parsippany, New Jersey, the public be excluded from this meeting. Is there a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Second? All in favor?
Aye.
Hold on
Okay.
one moment, let me just,
Now, we on live somewhere?
nope,
Yeah.
I'm gonna, hold on.
And